with that win is number one, which means he definitely will be in the ring and have a shot at becoming the next world champion.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Gold Coast, Australia, Toni Storm!
Well, the wheel's still spinning, but the hamster is dead. I was trying to go along with Toni Storm's charade, but Toni, amnesia is no laughing matter. Toni Storm seemingly has forgotten 3 years of her career. Well, I did hear the best amnesia joke earlier.
Okay, and you're gonna give us that joke regardless of what we say.
I forgot the punchline.
It's gonna be a great matchup between two ladies who know each other very, very well. At least one should.
And her opponent, accompanied by Taya Valkyrie from Hackettstown, New Jersey, the virtuosa Deonna Purrazzo.
3 questions about Toni Storm here as Deonna Purrazzo and, of course, Taya Valkyrie, the Vendetta, making their way out. For Toni Storm, has she really lost her mind? Or is it a mental block about Mariah? Or, and here's one I've thought about a long time since her return, is she the greatest actress we've seen? Does she really know what she's doing?
Some great questions, and I don't think we'll get an answer here tonight. But one thing is certainly clear. It is no joke, no act what Mariah May did in her defeat of Toni Storm to claim the AEW Women's Champion. Did not just take her title, but as I said, took the last 3 years of her life. From what I understand, Toni Storm still waiting for Juice Robinson to propose. Not only that, Toni.
What?
Sacrilege as an Australian. She's even forgot how to throw a boomerang.
Oh, please, would you stop?
I told her not to worry. I said, I'm sure it'll come back to you.
Okay, one time these two women were close friends. History dates back to when they both wrestled for Stardom in 2017. They both got matching duck tattoos on their ankles. Toni apparently doesn't remember any of this, even though she has seen the ankle tattoo that Deonna Purrazzo has. So we'll see how this all plays out here in this one-on-one matchup in the women's division. One count that time. Deonna Purrazzo, and a 1 again, and a 1. Toni bridges up.
It comes down to technical wrestling. You'd certainly have to give the advantage to the virtuosa, Deonna Purrazzo. A Fujiwara armbar specialist, a double version there of the Venus de Milo. And
Toni wants to shake hands. And
nice sporting competition. Oh, forget about that.
You're not kidding, forget about that.
Slapped.
Oh, look at that, and then covers her up.
Slapped the shrimp out of the barbie.
Now Purrazzo just laying in the boots here to Toni Storm. By the way, Deonna Purrazzo, 10-year vet, 5-time women's world champion. Credited with restarting the Ring of Honor women's division back in 2015.
Certainly a consummate pro, credentialed. Says she blends femininity, elegance, and grace.
And pretty good mean streak as well. Fans chanting Toni. Toni, who had a 281-day reign as AEW Women's World Champion.
And seemingly forgotten all about it.
Seemingly is the word. Now the Vendetta having some discussion on the outside. And look at Taya Valkyrie get in the face of Toni Storm. Little diversionary tactic.
Oh, but walking straight by the statuesque Valkyrie.
Forearm shot. Sends Deonna to the safety rail, so to speak, that LED board. Head first to the apron now.
You want to talk about losing your memory, though? Of course, the Mid-Atlantic legends, the Rock and Roll Express, were here earlier tonight, Toni.
Absolutely. Ricky and Robert. It's great to see them here tonight. Sold out this Coliseum many times back in the 80s. And now Deonna Purrazzo.
Oh, look at that.
Takes down Toni Storm. This match continues on Max.
Interesting offense from the Virtuoso there. Look for a second like perhaps a cannonball, but instead electing just to hold on to Storm and drive her down to the mat.
Oh, yeah, that was very unusual. That was looked like she rethought that in midair.
That was sometimes when you realize you're slightly off center, you just want to hold on to your opponent to make sure that they don't move out of the way.
Toni Storm had some trouble here. Oh, caught in the corner. And again, just rocking the head of Toni Storm back. There you see our trios main event still to come. Cover 1, 2. It seems like that back in that interview that we saw that Cope had a lot more respect for Chris Jericho than Chris Jericho. Well, Chris Jericho respects no one. We know that.
He respects me, Tony.
He respects you. Really
he said I was the greatest broadcast journalist in the history of sports entertainment.
Really?
Yes.
What did he tell you? I'm not so sure who's full of it more, you or Chris Jericho.
And he also said, Cope is a dope. He's put that on a T-shirt or a wristband.
Right now, Toni Storm basically getting double teamed here, and Mike Posey, our referee, having trouble with all that's going on the outside. Speaking of having trouble, Toni Storm back to the corner. And Deonna Purrazzo is relentless right now.
Pushing the advantage of Virtuoso. Oh, here.
Toni Storm caught on the ropes, literally. A look to the camera. Very confident look. 1, 2. And Toni Storm kicks away.
Valkyrie willing on her vendetta teammate. Right now, trying to throw Storm out, but instead it's Purrazzo who gets sent out. Luckily, landing in friendly waters. And as Storm, again, who's called herself a rock and roll true fan. A self-described 80s rock star with an attitude. Big Motley Crue fan. Known for her wild side. Big fan of Motley Crue, Tony?
No, not really. I don't mind them, but they're not like...
Who's new at your jam? Barry Manilow.
Oh, Def Leppard. You knucklehead. We are back live on TNT and on Max. It's Tony Schiavone and Nigel McGuinness. Two ladies who know each other quite well, lived together for a time in Japan, and now Toni Storm with basically a Thez press, hammering the side of Deonna Purrazzo.
Deonna Purrazzo, who's wearing the same ring gear as when she first faced Toni Storm.
1, 2, with a Fisherman's Buster gets a 2.
Gonna take Storm back to that match. Hold on a second, though. Oh, vicious figure 4 in the leg and a step over, toe hold as well. But too close to the ropes. Purrazzo, too much experience, ring awareness.
Almost an FTF. As she got the hands across the face, it would have been. And now Toni Storm, with the fans love Toni Storm, and why not? Here she comes. Low with a hip attack. Wrecking the head that time of Deonna Purrazzo.
Well, got caught though.
1. And a 2 count. And now Taya Valkyrie getting the attention of Toni Storm with purpose. Release German suplex. Big pump kick by the Virtuoso. 1, 2. No, Toni Storm's out. Match continues here on TNT.
Oh, but look straight away. Fujiwara armbar.
It's got it on. Toni Storm. Can she get to a rope, or will she have to tap?
Storm holding on. to the ring gear that I mentioned earlier, but now the full extension.
Yep. Swung the hips, got the foot over, and there's the break.
And again, veteran experience of Toni Storm, who found her stardom in the land of the rising sun.
Very well said. Toni Storm blocked that, just maneuvered out of it. Now back and forth they go. Forearm to the jaw. And now both ladies going at it. Toni Storm getting the advantage, being pushed off. And a headbutt. And a pump kick. Toni Storm to the gut, DDT. 1, 2. No share.
Wow.
Deonna
Execution, but Purrazzo trying to take that rolling as opposed to straight on the top of her head.
Right, just rolled out of a good call.
Again, a lot of experience on the part of Purrazzo. Taking aim.
Runs into a back elbow, but there is Taya Valkyrie.
Boy, never hit a woman with glasses.
Who gets nailed in a roll of 1, 2. Deonna's. No, I thought Deonna would escape with a win here. Into a ripcord, inside cradle, 1, 2, 3. Toni Storm once again.
Here's your winner, Toni Storm!
Undefeated since her return to AEW. Her 5th straight win, Toni Storm. Fans, we want to take you back to this past Wednesday on Dynamite and on Max. This happened after the show.